So if you are still in that era of seeing a therapist after a breakup or having people around you to help you heal from a breakup, you are on your own, sis. Because it is already established we need to be strong. Men take sudden, crazy decisions. You can't even stop them. Like no court or you as a woman can ever force a man to be with you if he doesn't want to. So you want to have that at the back of your mind in your relationship today, that anything can happen. And what you want to start thinking is, what if we break up today? How am I going to survive without this man? Is he the one paying bills? Is he the one bringing food home, or is he the one with the income? Like, you need to set your emotions aside as a woman, most especially in our African setting. We women are fond of being housewives, depending on our husbands. They go work for us, we stay at home, make babies, take care of the babies, and they come with the income, So if you are in that situation, I'm sure you have been seeing how men just wake up one morning and suddenly do not want their wives anymore, or wanting to bring other wives, and so you need to have something doing in case that man doesn't want you anymore. You can be able to take care of yourself. Gone are the days women just stay in the house as housewives. Gone are the days. That is why a man will bring in 7 different wives, because you have no choice. You have no choice to say no. He can marry as many as he can. And we all know what polygamy is back in Africa. It can be really messy. You are not even sure of your children. You don't know what the next wife is planning, and that brings envy, competition, and the rest. So empowering yourself as a woman and having something to do, not very big, no matter how small, at least have something to do. Business, you must not be a white collar worker. Doing that little business that will fetch you some money. You can save up to take care of yourself, or just have something doing. If your man says he has the income, he can take care of the bills, he can take care of anything. Darling, don't fall into that trap. I have seen so many women suffer because that offer can be so tempting. Who doesn't like to just stay at home and relax and have the man work? But so many women have suffered because they accepted that tempting, horrible offer, as I would describe it. Breakup can be messy, emotionally, financially, and if you have your money, if you have something doing, you have your money, you can easily heal emotionally from a breakup, because you have your money to take yourself out. Maybe you take yourself out with friends. You can just drive yourself to a mall, buy something that will make you happy. There are things you can do with money to make yourself happy after a breakup. It is not easy, but having money can help you easily heal. I'm that lady. I want my man to do those flashy things for me, buy me a beautiful, good designer handbag, buy me something beautiful, and but my basics, I should be able to take care of myself. In that dating scenario, I should be able to take care of my basics. If you're my boyfriend and you want to do something, just get me that flashy, beautiful thing. And men tend to give you more when you already have something. And men tend to spend more on women who are independent, who don't depend on them. They start looking for ways to flatter you into that relationship, because they notice you can take care of your bills, everything. They don't know what to give you, what else to give you, and they step up their game to give you like high value gifts just to maintain that, So I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So tip number 1 is making sure you have something doing. No matter what, have something doing. Have that your little savings account that you save up for rainy days. If your man loves you so much, he will want you empowered. When I hear people saying, my husband loves me so much, he doesn't want me working, he just wants me to stay at home taking care of the kids, he doesn't want me to stress. No, that is a big fat lie. That man is just supporting you to have the kids. By the time you're done, He is looking for a fresh, up and doing girl to compliment himself with. I have seen so many situations like that. If you are a young, beautiful lady watching me today, please kindly take your school seriously. If you're a student and you want to be a career woman tomorrow, take your studies seriously so you can have a good career. In case of crazy situations like that, you can be able to take care of yourself. If you're a business woman, you have your business, you want to take it seriously. Like, just have something doing to take care of yourself, because money can make you happy. Money can wipe away your tears and you easily heal from that heartbreak than having heartbreak, not being able to pay bills. Like, so many things, like so many of those consequences can just break you down really bad. So that is tip number one, having something doing and saving up for rainy days. Lesson number two, I have seen situations where couples bring money together, buy properties, and the woman will just let the husband's name be on the properties because he's the head of the house. African setting, a woman being submissive. You don't want to sound like, you don't trust your husband, he is the head. That is the worst thing you want to do. Your man might be a very good person, but trust me, money brings out evil in people. The day he doesn't want you, he will forget you contributed to buying those properties. Most especially if he finds a girl who is not rational, a new partner who is not rational and greedy, they will take everything away from you. So having your name on documents mean in a breakup situation, in a breakdown in your relationship, you sell and split everything equally, or whatever portion you brought in. Make sure your name is on the documents. In worst scenarios, you even have your husband's brothers or your partner's brothers, relations come in to take their brother's properties away from you. But if your name was on the properties, that will make it difficult for them to easily grab everything away from you. Most especially in a situation the man doesn't want you to work and he insists you cannot do anything. The answer is, just add my name in all the documents, the properties you buy. Make sure you are including my name as our property, because you don't want me to work, which means you are paying me and my own salary goes into buying those properties with you. So that is how you get a greedy man to let you do something, or a good man to actually prevent situations that in-laws will come to seize everything away from you because you are just a woman. I am from, when my father died, my father's brothers, my father had a lot of money. A lot. I am from a privileged home. But my father's brothers, they stole almost everything my father worked for. They took everything from us. We grew up to start fighting them and recovering some of the things, but they had eaten so many of my father's things. So many. So I personally suffered my father's brothers seizing our father's properties from my mother's, because I'm from a polygamous home as well. My father had 2 wives. They took everything from my mother's, and we had to grow up to fight them and start recovering some of the things to take care of ourselves. You don't want to find yourself in that situation. Our story is one, I don't know, and God kept pushing us. God was always making way for I and my siblings, and all of us are successful, at least, if not really, but we are successful today. Not what my uncles thought we would be after taking everything away from us. So I am in a good position to advise you on this. I saw it happen broad daylight. The day my father died, my uncles came, went to his room, took all the documents from he has a saver where he keeps all his documents. They took all the documents and my mommies were looking at them. They took everything. We grew up to fight them and took some we could to develop ourselves with. So be proactive. Make sure your names, because if my mom's name or my stepmother's name was on those documents, they wouldn't just take those things easily, and and they wouldn't just take the things and sell easily. So have your name on those documents. Very important. Crying after a breakup is for little children, not grown women like us. You need to be strong. Like, we have no choice but to be strong and be proactive for situations like that to not happen to us. So that is tip number 2, having your name on all documents or properties you buy with your partner or husband. Have your names on the documents. And the very sad thing I have noticed is marriage certificate doesn't even save women at times, because the man can claim all of the properties because your name is not on any. You have no proof to show you contributed to buying those things, and he takes everything and you leave that relationship empty-handed. So make sure you have your receipts. Whatever you put into any investment, always keep your receipts or have your name on the documents. This is the most important of all these tips. Trust me. And finally, tip number 3 or lesson number 3. You want to cover your relationship with the blood of Jesus. There are so many desperate girls out there who can go to any length to destroy your relationship if they have their eye on your man. They can do anything to destroy that relationship. So having to always put your relationship in the hands of God in prayers. Your prayer points should be protection from vultures, like those crazy desperate girls. Most especially if your man is successful, you don't want to joke with your God, and you want to draw him closer to God, because men who don't really know God tend to be so hard-hearted. They don't have feelings, they don't care. But if you start drawing your man closer to God and teaching him love, those verses in the Bible about love your neighbor as yourself, do unto your neighbor what you want your neighbor to do to you. They should be learning all those things, and have your man read those verses. At least he will have a mild heart in case of a breakup and not just frustrate you. And so God should be at the forefront of your marriage. Trust me, always pray for him. Nobody wants that breakdown. As much as I will tell you, emotional breakdown is the least of the issues. Trust me, you don't want to lose that love of your life. You don't want to lose that partner you've built that beautiful relationship with, that your friend, your support system, your companion. Because of a girl out there, you could just pray for God to fight those battles for you when you are not. Like those houses they enter to break your relationship, I know you think I sound like, but there are crazy things happening out there. Your man can love you today 100%, and you wake up one morning and you don't even recognize the man you're talking to. So having to pray, put your relationship in God's hands, and always lean on him for peace. If eventually the relationship breaks down, only God can lead you to the next. Maybe the man got into something God wants to save you from, and depending on God will only help you into another responsible relationship. So having God at the forefront of your things, very important. And so that is the only way you have peace after crazy breakups like that. And but most importantly, you have to be prepared financially for your breakup. Otherwise, you will suffer really bad, because people who have money easily survive the breakup. They can take care of themselves. Personally, in a situation like that, I would just go shop something nice, take myself out with friends, and that needs money. So having money can actually give you peace plus your God as well. So that is what I wanted to share with you today. We must have experienced one or two of these things I've shared with you today, from family, friends around you should learn from, and don't let it happen to you, So this is just like a wake-up call, and not really something new I wanted to talk to you about, just a wake-up call so you can be proactive and prevent situations like that. So thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, here I share videos on how to improve from horrible experiences and be great, and so if that is something you are interested in, feel free to subscribe, share the video with your family and friends, and I'll see you again in my next video. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching, and bye.